What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new update on the DILL family. I swear their last name is so weird. I guess I could actually call them the Barkleys now because unbeknownst to me, for some strange reason, Donna did indeed change her name, which is kind of crazy. So you're probably looking at the family panel and are a little flabbergasted as to what has been going on. And let me tell you, the tea is extra hot today. Extra hot. I don't usually start these updates in the middle of the noche, but because I do feel like I have a lot to share with you and you guys are totally eating up this household, I don't think you're gonna mind. Anyways, some things that have been kind of going on behind the scenes. Oh, also one thing I would like to address, a comment that I've been getting a lot lately is, where can I find this family? Like, what LP are they a part of? I hate to burst your ever-loving bubble for this family, but unfortunately, this is my current household, meaning I like to play this chaos off camera when I'm not filming for you guys. And to be completely just transparent here, I do some pretty twisted things, okay? And I don't think it would fly on the interwebs, if you get what I'm saying. Anyways, I'm gonna have Donna wake up for Stephanie because poor Tripp has been basically doing all of the diaper changes and night feedings, and he definitely needs to take a little bit of a nap. So let me just explain what's been going on. And in the last update, y'all saw, we played like an hour, y'all saw Tripp and Donna get married, right? He proposed right here in their backyard, and they got married. They were party in the back and business in the front, basically, right next to this little service truck. And even though the wedding was exactly what I would envision for these two, I wasn't anticipating them being married this long, like at all whatsoever. Ever. It was starting to look a little grim. I've probably played quite a few days actually off camera, maybe like 3 or honestly even 4. In fact, Bella is grown. Isn't she so beautiful? She even had some puppies that we gave up for adoption. Well, actually, I'm just kidding. We sold them. I don't think you're going to be able to see them here in her relationship panel, but I was kind of hoping you would. One of them had like the crazy, like, I think it's called like heterochromia or something, like the two-toned eyes. Oof, I wanted to keep that one so bad. But yeah, about 3 days off camera, sim lifetime, if that makes sense. And shortly after the wedding, well, actually during the wedding, you know that one girl, let me just go back to Donna real quick because she's actually doing something in the kitchen. You know that one girl, Tina? Well, I thought in the beginning that Tina and Donna would become best of friends. Instead, Tina became a man-snatching, ball-grabbing SOB. She is the epitome of Snatch Basket Supreme, and I'm kind of here for it. So basically what had happened is Donna got a little lazy. She really did. She also needs to go to bed because I'm trying to have this family go camping tomorrow. So let's see how much money we have. $414. So yeah, Donna, okay, kind of got lazy after she got married to Tripp, right? She took all the money, all the inheritance money that they had, and threw it in this sack of cash to kind of like keep away from him as her own little, you know, emergency fund if ish went south. And he started kind of catching on to it a little bit and was just wondering when Donna was going to stop relying on him and start pulling her own weight. And unfortunately, it just didn't look like it was going to happen. So Donna like promised Tripp, she's like, you know what, I'll get a job. In fact, I'll do you one better. I'll apply for university. I'll try to get an education. Like, just don't leave me. Donna was so scared that Tripp was going to leave her. In the meantime, he had already started getting his emotional needs filled by Tina, and let me tell you, they had a hot little moment. They went to Mount Como. They did some snowboarding and some skiing, and I really thought for a second there, like, Donna lost Tripp. I really did. He needs to wake up because we actually need to eat something before we get ready to go camping. I'm not gonna do like a whole playthrough, I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but I just want to tell you kind of what's been going on because I really want to play. So yeah, I really thought Donna lost Tripp just because of how into Tina he seemed to be. Unfortunately, Tina was into some other things, some really unorthodox choice of extracurricular activities, and we're not talking about beer, we're talking about something worse. And that was a part of the base mental mod. I had no control over that. I didn't even know she was into those things, and that kind of turned off Tripp, because even though he may not have it all together, and he might be, you know, half bald underneath that beanie, the dude doesn't want a deadbeat. He doesn't want a deadbeat wife. He doesn't want a deadbeat girlfriend. He wants to do the best he can with the cards he's been dealt with, right? So he decided, you know what? I don't know where this whole thing with Donna is going to go, honestly, but I know for me personally, I need to do my best. And so he decided to quit his job at I think he was like part of like the landscaping company or some sort of like, I don't know what job he had. I can't remember. It's in the last episode. But anyway, he decided he actually wanted to fart in the kitchen, become an assistant dishwasher, hopefully pursue the culinary arts career. And then anyway, while this whole situation with Donna was happening, right, Donna kind of got a little wise. I'm not gonna say like super wise, but she decided she wasn't going to lose her meal ticket, she wasn't gonna lose her man, and she ended up actually getting pregnant with her third daughter too, of all things, Stephanie DILL Barkley. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there was no second guessing this one. She knew for a fact that she was going to have this child. And it seemed shortly after Tripp put his foot down about Donna just kind of just, you know, being lazy and not motivated, things started to really change. The house started to get a little more organized, not by much, okay? They replaced the carpet in their bedroom. Jill's room changed a little bit, as you guys can see. We actually got approval from the landlord to build an additional bedroom. And even Donna has just been taking better care of herself. She no longer smokes. She no longer drinks in excess. Like, she is starting to finally see this glimmer of hope, even though how she got it probably wasn't the most ethical way, right? I mean, she pretty much entrapped this man. But because Donna was pregnant, well, Tripp decided to break it off with Tina, but here's the gig. Donna and Tina have something in common, y'all. They both have Tripp's baby. Now, I think the reason why I'm getting this glitch is because I have some custom baby skins installed, but Tripp and Tina ended up having a son named Franklin. Shortly after Franklin was born, Tina decided she needed a fresh start. She needed to leave this cursed town that they call Strangerville and maybe take up residence in San Myshudo. Literally, San Myshudo is probably my second favorite world. And even though Tripp has felt very tempted, if not guilty, for not visiting Franklin, he's wanted to subconsciously, but working on his family has been pretty much at the top of his priority list. And it's interesting because I think at this point Donna feels like Tripp is the only guy that actually really cares about her, because a lot of men at this point would see Donna as super problematic and probably would have left already. I'm not saying Tripp is the superhero here, but he has done a lot of things for this household. Like, for instance, on Winterfest, right? Donna had literally, and this is before she started getting her life together, Donna had no interest in getting a Christmas tree or laying down presents, decorating the house. Like, she just didn't care. And Tripp wasn't having that. At the time, you know, Jillian was still a lot younger than she is now, and he wanted to kind of leave those imprints on her about the holidays. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it was really important for him to see her have that, if that makes sense. It begins, nothing beats that feeling of crushing the final boss level. Whenever Tripp is gaming, he is as one with the universe. Is it safe to say that he likes video gaming? I would say abso-freaking-lutely. They got this computer, by the way, from, I want to say Daddy Winterfrost. I don't know why I always call him that, but like literally that's his name. Also, speaking of gaming, yo, I just started the SWID. Yes, the SWID. Literally, forgive me, I did have I'm having a little bit of a, you know, margarita right now because I'm sick, in case you guys didn't know. Like, that's gonna freaking help, but it does clean out your sinuses. I'm gonna tell you, that tequila is hitting my snout at like at least 80 miles per hour, you feel me? But I meant to say Squid Games. And I'm like 2 episodes deep right now. And y'all, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. But oh my God, is it a... Whew, it is an intense show. Anyways, speaking of intense, I'm not sure if there's anything else I need to share with you update-wise. I will play with you guys a little bit just because I need to finish my drink. And hello, like I missed you. I love doing this. It is also the Flower Festival today, so that's a little annoying because we're gonna we're not doing that. We're gonna go camping. It is a very crummy day, and I have been literally waiting all freaking winter and fall to do this. Jill is going to age. She's about halfway through her child lifespan, and I'm playing on long, which gives them like something like, I don't know, 80 some odd days. It's really long. But anyway, you probably have also noticed that her hair is growing out, and the cool thing is Donna started buying her clothes again. Okay, like, yeah, I'm so excited for this family. I don't know where $300 just went, but sis, oh my God, y'all got holes in your freaking pockets. But isn't her outfit adorable? Like, peep the jelly shoes. Jill's wanted those for so long. What else is gonna add? Anything? She kind of dislikes her sister Stephanie a little bit, and it isn't because, okay, she hates her, but it's rather because she's afraid to get attached to her, because as you guys can see, she was very attached to her late sister, Nicolette. No, she's not dead. She was just given up for adoption, and I don't think I have any contact with her, nor do I know the family that she went through. It was a closed adoption through and through because it was the cheapest thing that Donna could do at the moment. So we're gonna take a little bit of cash. I think we have like $6,500 or something after the whole 85. I know what you're thinking. $2,000 gone in 3 days. Rich blood. Okay, rich blood. Anyways, I think we should do about 2,000. I don't envision a camping trip being that much money, but you just really never know what could happen. All right, so since Tripp is the one that really wants this little family shindig to happen, because I do think he actually has work this weekend. No, he doesn't. Wait, no, I'm just kidding. That was Jill. His new job is just a little more demanding than his previous job, whereas he only worked like 2 days a week. Now he's working the full like 5 days, 40 hours a week. It's crazy. Anyways, I didn't really want to leave the house like this, but unfortunately we have got to go. Also, circling back to the margarita thing, it's literally like out of a pre-made bottle, so it's not even that strong. I was just yanking your leg. I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, you know, I don't know. I doubt it, but you never know. I mean, if my sibs, oh my God, I swear it's not that bad. I literally just took a sip. If my Sims can have a little, you know, a little sneaky, then I can too. But anyways, all right, we need to figure this out. So we're gonna take a vacation, and then obviously I'm thinking we're gonna bring everybody. I kind of want to leave Bella back at home because I don't think I actually have. Scratch that. We are gonna bring Bella because Jillian, the second she heard that we may leave her behind, she literally started freaking crying, busting out in tears. She couldn't envision leaving her best friend behind, so naturally we have to bring her. Tripp is making the arrangements. We are gonna go down to Granite. Is it Granite Falls? Okay, yeah, Granite Falls. We're gonna do a little bit of camp. I'm thinking we're probably just gonna go to the straight campground because it's only $118 per day, and even though we have 2,000 simoleons, I don't want to spend that all on a lodge, even though thinking about it, actually that would be a lot of fun. Like, I'm not really sure why I decided to make my Sims suffer, as if they pretty much don't camp enough, you know what I mean? But this is a whole nother level, you know. We're just gonna rough it. So apparently some items have been removed. I don't know what exactly would have been removed, but thankfully a nanny will be taking care of Stephanie. So I'm just gonna put Bella's bowl out here too, and then I also brought her a ball. I'm pretty sure that's all we're gonna need. I love how Jillian goes straight to the horseshoes and Bella goes straight to her food bowl. Tripp does need to grab a couple things really quick because obviously we don't really have any type of shelter. If I really was feeling super duper fancy, I actually have some stuff that I could go and decorate the lot with. It is custom content, and a part of me wants to play around with it. So I'm sorry, you're rude. Free build, yes ma'am. I can't. Are you freaking joking? Invalid. Wait, hold on. Okay, it's enabled. I don't know what all that mumble jumble is, but I'm sorry. We're not here for that. Now that I'm in buy mode, I'm starting to feel a little bit guilty about purchasing anything because it doesn't actually tap into our household funds. But look at these cute little RVs, you guys. This would certainly make camping a whole lot more tolerable. But the one thing I was thinking I could at least get away with is this little camping tent slash tarp that basically just goes over like the picnic table and stuff, just to keep everything nice and dry. It is spring. We aren't anticipating any rain. I could always double check for sure, but I feel like at the very least this would be okay. I have seriously downloaded so much camping CC, it's kind of ridiculous, but I guess for now I'll just stick with what we have. I do want to delete this trash can though, because I don't really feel like it represents outdoor camping at all whatsoever. Also, I'm feeling like a color change with this little tent tarp situation. I feel like the red is a little more outstanding and eye-catching. I know this is a little weird, but I'm gonna just grab the wheeled trash can, because also, hello bears, like why in the world would you have like an open trash can if this was realistically camping? Also, I have this mod in that I can actually recycle stuff from my inventory, so that's kind of cool. And I do believe this somehow contributes to like the bits and whatnot. I don't know. It's a little confusing, hard to explain, but yeah, I really love the mods that I have in my game, and I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about them too as well, like, oh, can you make a mod list? We would be here till next freaking Christmas if I did that. I've got a lot of mods in. Pretty much every mod you could think of, I have it, but I am thinking of at least doing some sort of like mod list situation on my website. I don't know if I could do a video, it just may be too much. Tripp is under treatment for a urinary tract infection. Symptoms are still there, but not as bad as before. He has literally had this infection for 5 sim days, and it's kind of absurd because I would assume, like, I mean, it would be over by now. You know what I mean? If you could have a whole baby in 3 days, you're literally trying to tell me he's had this urinary tract infection for 3 years. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not good at math, but it doesn't add up. And hold your freaking horses. Wait a minute. You can actually buy those little caravans out of what? The camping supply station. Like, that is not a thing. That is not a thing. Also, I can get barbecue chips, a bag of chicken nuggets. Like, I can actually buy ingredients here too. That is nuts. But Tripp is looking for something along the lines of like an easy camper tent. I think we're gonna have to purchase 2 of these, unfortunately, because we have 3 sims and I only think you could fit like 2 to a tent. I'm not sure. I'm also gonna grab a lighter, brighter, portable lamp, and then I do want the mega cooler but that's super expensive. We're already at $1,100. Now I could totally snag the portable fishing cooler too, so that we can take Jill fishing and actually store our stock. So I think that is worth the purchase. Is there anything else that I need? I don't think we need to snag anything. I'm starting to feel like if we would have just lodged in, that would have been a lot cheaper. Like, oh my freaking god, dude, you stink. Like, you smell bad. Like, really bad. I don't think he's ever smelled like this, like, nasty before. Is he seriously about to lay down in front of the kiosk? I'm sorry, sir. He also really wants to give a romantic gift to somebody, but where can we shower at? Oh my gosh, do we have to have like a portable shower? Or we can't shower in the stalls? Or is somebody in here? No, we can. We have Jill throwing what appears to be a horseshoe, but that does not look like a horseshoe I've ever seen, and spending some really good quality time with her mom, which is also something we haven't really seen of as of lately. So I'm gonna exit out of everything, and Zeke is wondering if I wanted to go over to his house. Jillian and Zeke are definitely getting a lot closer. For a moment, I will admit, it was definitely looking like it was gonna be more Austin and her, which was really interesting to see. But I kind of need to cheat the bladder and I think the hygiene while we're here, because it's not working out. I think the like nearest bathroom is actually a ways away, and I'm not trying to have my whole time spent walking to and from the bathroom. So we're gonna go and hug. We're gonna hug Bella. We're gonna ask her to also go potty before it gets dark. I was hoping I would have Tripp come back and maybe spend a little bit of quality time with Jillian and just take her to fish to go fishing. Is there a place that we can actually do that at here where we don't have to go so far away? Oh yeah, there is. Okay, cool. Also, are we allowed to go in the water now? Is that like a thing? No, only a certain world. I do wish that they would update it for Granite Falls, because could you imagine like coming camping on a hot summer day and being able to cool off in the river? Like that would feel authentic to me. I'm also gonna just go and kind of cheat things because again, I'm lazy. I don't want to walk, but it'll just make our time here a little more special. I don't believe Jillian has ever actually gone fishing before. Holy crap. That was like, blah, 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 blah. That like definitely like made me like dizzy for a second. We can collect seaweed too, apparently, from these little fish stands or signs. That's a mod as well, in case you guys are wondering. I'm trying to like point out the mods for you so that you know what they are. You could Google them too, by the way, and it'll be a lot faster than me trying to help you. But if you still really want something that you see happening in my LPs or my current households, just hit your girl in the comments and I'll try to help you out. But look at this, they're spending some time together. It is also getting really hot, and I like how he's like wearing his like utility uniform. I don't even know, but Jill should have a knack for this because overall she is a sim who's pretty damn adventurous, and I think she might have just caught her very first fish. We're gonna go home and mount this bad boy and probably not gonna even cook it. And I don't know if Tripp ended up actually catching anything. Oh, he ended up getting a minnow, so she got the bigger fish out of the two, which is actually pretty cool. Something else I wanted to share with you, and yes, it is a mod, is the, I think it's called like the more talents mod, or I don't know. Basically, the system implements and even factors in the skills that your children and toddlers learn as youngins to create talents and even weaknesses when it comes to certain skills. So this kind of gives us as players an incentive to make sure that we are putting our best foot forward when it comes to being sim parents and making sure that our kids meet certain skill set requirements, just so that they aren't learning inept. Now, here's the gig. For instance, Jillian, right? Her skill level isn't the worst that it could possibly be, but the cool thing is underneath your simology, you'll actually get kind of a general guide of how your sim is doing. For instance, she has insignificant creativity skill, she has adequate social skills, insignificant motor skill, and an adequate mental skill. So I mean, this used to all be in the red, and even though she is a grade A student doing amazing, she is literally at the top of her class at the land grab elementary, it doesn't matter. Behind the scenes, she still has a lot of milestones that she still needs to meet. And you're probably wondering, well, what the freaking hell happens if she doesn't? Well, for one, she'll be on the floor pointing to imaginary stars. But for two, when your sim grows into a teen, that is when pretty much everything is set in stone, I believe. So what's going to happen is underneath their simology, you're going to have things like very bad at DJing, mixing, very good at robotics, extremely good at, you know, research and debate. Just depending on where they excelled skill-wise, they'll either have a talent or a natural knack for it, or it'll be a weakness for them and they won't be able to learn the skill, or they'll learn it very slowly, if at all. So I'm really excited about this. I haven't done a review or anything on it, and I think I'm going to, but I just kind of wanted to like play with it first because it is actually a hell of a lot more detailed than I envisioned in the first place. Like what are Donna's what are Donna's weaknesses. Well, first of all, she is on birth control. That happened, by the way, right after we had Stephanie. She is bad at fitness, good at the pipe organ. Well, I bet she is. She's also really bad at comedy, good at knitting, and bad at snowboarding, which makes me believe that just overall she's terrible at fitness. So I don't know, I like it. I think it's kind of cool, just the whole mod and everything that I currently have installed. It's been a lot of fun, and I've definitely enjoyed playing so much more. What is a Black 5 burger? I don't know if there's anything else that I really wanted to like share with you guys, to be honest. I just kind of wanted to give you a brief update. So far, so good in the Dill/Barkley household. I'm really excited to see Jill kind of work on her skills and become even more solid as a character, and just to see where life takes her. I'm probably going to age her up though once Stephanie becomes an adult, or not an adult, I'm just kidding, a toddler, because it would make a lot more sense to do it that way. You can collect insects when... I never even knew that you could do that. That is actually freaking crazy, because I didn't even know that was possible. Have you always been able to collect insects, or have I just been living under a rock like a grub this entire time? Let me know, because I swear I'm learning something new about The Sims every single freaking day. Oh, and another thing that we never did. We never laid out the supplies. I'm gonna go and just put these down. Obviously, you know, Jill's gonna get this cute little leopard print or cheetah print one, because it just kind of suits her personality a little bit more. So we have like this little portable cooler that we bought. I'm gonna put that over there. It's actually starting to look a little bit like a campsite. And then we ended up grabbing the little portable light too, which I'm just gonna throw in between both tents. And then, wait, hold on. Did I grab two? Wait, oh, this is a mod. Okay, I was like, why did I grab two coolers? Each one has a different purpose. Would you really put your pescados? It's pescado, isn't it? I can't even say that word in Spanish. Fish, something like that. Hey, at least I tried. You wouldn't throw those in with your Capri Suns, right? So the whole purpose of this is just to throw them in the fish cooler, and apparently they will stay fresh. That's the theory. So this is very helpful. I don't know why I say it like that. When you're going camping and stuff. And also you can grab like different drinks. You can grab like a Pond Pop, a catfish cooler, bottled water, Bass Brew, you know the drill. And then we have the ladybugs, which actually are worth $12 for 3 specimens. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys, even though this is like still 30 freaking minutes. I had a lot of fun just kind of chit-chatting, playing Sims with you. It's pretty much what this is all about. I'm gonna have Donna kind of call everybody to the meal right now. Can she do that? Colin? Yeah, awesome. Let's do that. But overall, I'm really excited to see things kind of stabilizing a little bit. I knew I couldn't play the crazy train forever, but if you know me, okay, like really though, if you do, you already know this happiness, this bliss is going to be so fleeting. Also, side note, just to end this on a positive vibe, homeboy here finally completed his UTI treatment, so he is completely stingy PP free, you know what I mean? So anyways, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this current update because my voice is just having a moment right now, and I do need to record the performance tomorrow. But yeah, I had a lot of fun hanging out with you. If you guys have any questions about any of the mods that I shouted out, just let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, let me know what y'all think, and even share with me what's going on in your current household. I would love to make this thing go both ways. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I hope y'all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.
Should I stay here, or should I